Okay, so you launch your Facebook ad campaign and you're struggling to get results. If this is you, don't worry, you're not alone. This can happen to many people. You launch a campaign, you're expecting it to do well, and let's face it, it's not. So in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how to turn this situation around in just 2 days. Hi, welcome back. It's so good to see you. I'm Kaz. I'm an elite digital marketing coach, and I'm here to help you find paying clients with your paid and organic social media. So if you need to improve your ads fast, here are a couple of things I recommend doing. So number one, you need to look at the data and understand really quickly what is not working. Now, I really wanted to talk about this because there are many people out there that say you've got to run big budgets, you've got to run your ads for a long time, and they're not wrong, but I have typically worked with smaller budgets, smaller companies, and people that don't have 10 grand to just drop to see if something's going to work or not. So I have always taken the approach to move quickly and nimbly and look at the data fast to make sure that you're not going to just waste a bunch of money, because let's face it, if you're starting off and you're not huge and giant, you don't have the time and energy to waste around on this money, and you can get results with a smaller budget. You just have to be a lot quicker and a lot nimble than most people are going to advise. So I want to get that out of the way real quick, because there's many people that are going to say you can't do what I'm about to share, and I disagree. You can. You just have to be very selective and very nimble and very quick, because you don't have the budget to waste on testing. Whether or not that's the right approach, someone else can decide that, but I have managed to be able to get big results for small budgets, and this is how I do it. So you need to take a holistic view at the data, okay? So you need to understand what point things are not working. So if your ad is generating clicks, but the landing page is not converting, it's a landing page problem. So you know by the click-through rate, is it higher than 1%? The higher the better. Like if you're getting 20% click-through rate, which is incredible, but your landing page is doing nothing, you know that there's a problem with the landing page. So you have to work on the landing page. So I want to offer that out there because the whole funnel has to work for your ads to be successful. So if it's not, and there's a key piece that's not working, you have to look and you have to revisit and you have to tweak. So the data will tell you a story. Follow the data and understand what story it's trying to tell you. Now let's talk about the ads themselves. Ideally, you would have run several creatives. Maybe you're doing dynamic creative, which is honestly what I recommend for the most part, especially with a smaller budget, because it will allow you to test various text and various image. Once you do that and you find your winner, that's when you take that and then you scale accordingly. It's typically the tactic I recommend. So, but you may just have something that's like a clear winner, or you may have set up things slightly differently. You may be running different copy, different ads. Either which way, maybe there's a clear winner, and then you can definitely like look at that and say, okay, here's how I'm going to optimize, here's what I'm going to do. So perhaps it's the ad itself, okay? If the ad is not generating the right click-through rates, you may have to go back to the targeting and revisit what that is. So that's definitely another thing you can do. So when it comes to targeting, right now broader is better. So look at the targeting and decide if it's really working for you and what it's doing, and if you need to change up maybe your ad targeting, your demo, who you're targeting, your age. Maybe you need to add different interests or try a completely different audience to get the results you want. Now, when you've looked at everything and you have an idea of where it's going wrong, if it's within the ad, what you're going to want to do is switch off what you're running, duplicate the ad set within the campaign, and start within the campaign. Start the new ad set within the campaign. The campaign will already have learning. It's not a best practice to just start a new campaign. You want to start a new ad set within the campaign because the campaign already has learning for you. If you start a new campaign, you're starting over from scratch. We don't necessarily need to. We just need to say like, hey, got it, that's what we learned. We're going to take what we learn and improve and make it better. Remember, Facebook wants you to get results. If you don't get results, you are not going to spend on the platform. It wants to help you and get results. Yes, it wants you to spend money, but it wants you to get results. So take the learnings from the campaign and make your ad set and then move forward with that campaign. So once you've made the changes within your ad, you're going to want to let that run for 48 to 72 hours. Again, people are going to say that's not long enough. I disagree. I think it's completely fine. As I said, with smaller budgets, you have to be nimble. So let that run for 48 to 72 hours, look at the results, make adjustments accordingly. Now, undoubtedly, the hardest thing to work through as an ads manager is an ad that's doing mediocre, because an ad that's doing poorly, you just shut off or start again. An ad that's doing really well, you keep on or you scale. An ad that's doing mediocre, so you're getting results, maybe it's a lead generation, you're getting results, but the cost to generate the lead is high. It's difficult because, you know, you got to make a call. You got to make a call, right? Do I just let this optimize and figure itself out, or do I make a change and hope for the best? Okay, so it's a difficult one. I would say if, you know, if you're looking and you're generating, you know, you're running a lead generation campaign and you're getting leads, but they're double what you want, you got to make some adjustments, because it's going to take a lot for that to come down, and double is hard. If they're a couple of dollars, that will probably level itself out. But if it's double what you're looking for in terms of cost per acquisition of the lead, you are going to want to go ahead and make some changes. So what I recommend doing is just taking a look, making those optimizations as I talked about earlier, and then monitoring it for 3 to 5 days to see if it comes down or if you need to do more optimizations again. Like I said, I mean, I think the days of going in and fixing the ads and it just completely breaking are kind of not so prevalent. You can make adjustments in some ways and it doesn't hurt everything. I see this with budgeting and scaling. I've thrown large amounts of money at things at work and it holds it, whereas in the past it didn't used to quite so well. So that's really great, because that was a problem of past and it seems to not be so problematic anymore. So that's really good. But do what you can with those mediocre campaigns. They are the hardest, so just know that, and make a call and learn what you can. Ultimately, you always learn something from campaigns and you always can take away a learning point. So just keep that in mind, because whatever happens, you will learn something more than if you didn't run the campaign. So I want to know, what questions do you have about optimizing your ads? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer them, and let's get a discussion going so we can help each other with this. Ultimately, as important as Facebook ads are, they're just one piece of your marketing puzzle, okay? There's a lot of moving pieces, a lot of things you need to be consistent with, and it can be very overwhelming, which is why I wanted to recommend that you download my free marketing checklist. Click the link below. It's going to help you really structure your marketing in a way that's going to help you stay on top and stay consistent. Ultimately, that's so important. So if you're struggling with this, definitely get the checklist. It's going to really help you with marketing. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's so good to see you again. And if you like this content, definitely be sure to subscribe to this video. In the meantime, if you're wondering about those conversions on those landing pages that I was talking about, I've got a great video teed up for you that's going to explain exactly how to create a really great, really well optimized landing page that's going to help you take the ad traffic and convert it into exactly what you need it to do. See you next time.